When you hear the words Casio and diver in the same sentence, you think of the Casio Duro. Well, today, we'll take a look at another Casio diver that's worth checking out. Let's roll the unboxing. At this point, we are familiar with Casio's carbon fiber looking boxes. Under the box, we can see the model number MTD 1053D. Quartz module number is 2784. First impressions out of the box. Nice looking dial. Not so nice feeling bracelet. Stay tuned because I will fix that bracelet issue during this video. I've seen prices all over the place for this watch. I paid 53 USD for it, and I don't think you should pay more than that. I'll leave a few links in the description to start from. Let's take a look at the dimensions then. 40mm case diameter, but online you'll see 43, and that's including the crown. 48mm lug to lug, and the thickness is 12mm. The lug width is 20mm. The case is made of stainless steel with the classic combination of brushed and polished finishing. The case back is stainless steel and screw down. Just like the Duro, this watch advertises 200 meters of water resistance. The unsigned crown is protected by crown guards with angular shape all along the sides of the case. It is a screw down crown though, so more protection against water. The bracelet is stainless steel with folded links. It's an oyster style bracelet with female end links. It is certainly not the highlight of this watch, but we will fix that in a moment. It is also difficult and awkward to size, so just keep that in mind. The clasp is a functional double pusher pressed clasp, nothing special here. Let's go back to the dial, which in my opinion is why this watch is a real sleeper. It's a deep blue dial with a lot of reactivity to light, and there's a lot of sunburst effects going on. The layout is very similar to that of the Blancpain 50 fathoms, with white Arabics at the 6, 9, and 12. There's a date window at the 3 o'clock. The indices are downward pointing silver markers. We also have an outside chapter ring for the minutes. The hour and minute hands are sword style. We have an accented red seconds hand with a white triangle at the tip. It adds a lot more interest and depth to the dial in my opinion. We have the Casio quartz above the pinion and water resist 200 below it. The dial is divided by a ring that separates the indices from the central circle, adding even more individuality to this watch. It's safe to say the dial is gorgeous. It is also safe to say that if you are still watching, it means you are liking the video so far. If so, please tap that like button. Thank you. The Neo Bright lume is very inconsistent, with some indices shining brighter than others. The aluminum insert bezel with the stainless steel outer ring is blue with silver indices. There are red markers that match the red on the seconds hand. It also rotates with 90 clicks, but the action is quite inconsistent and a bit tough to operate. Now let's take a look at the cons. The bracelet is mediocre. It's clunky and noisy and difficult to size. However, that is expected given the price and can easily be fixed. The bezel action is bad. If you like smooth bezel action, I don't recommend this watch. I don't know if it's only the model I received or if it is universal. Casio needs to make a decision about the fonts. I know this is minor, but I don't like different fonts on the dial. And the water resist 200-meter font looks out of place and cheap. Other than that, this dial is gorgeous. I love how the indices point at the center where all the magic sunburst is happening. I also like the Arabics. If I could choose, I would skip the date window and have number 3 there instead. Now you may ask yourself, how do you fix that bad bracelet? I just swap it with a rubber strap. A deep blue rubber strap unlocks the full potential of this watch. It looks way better than the bracelet and gives it more perceived value in my opinion. It also matches the whole diver style vibe this watch is offering. If you are not a fan of rubber straps, you can also swap for a nylon strap. This makes the watch a bit more classy and can be worn with a sports jacket or even a suit. If none of that suits you, then a leather strap maybe. This brings out some vintage vibes and makes the blue accent pop a bit more. I'm curious to know, which one is your favorite? If you would like to check out more interesting Casio watches, take a look at these two videos. One of them is a Casio lineage and the other is a Casio edifice.